This is a live stream, and if you're watching this on a replay and you don't see the live stream chat, that's because that YouTube hasn't finished processing it. Okay, it takes for some reason it takes them 14 hours after I've already finished this live stream for them to process it, or there's some glitch in my phone. Like I said, every time when I start my videos, this is a live stream. Okay, now let me tell you something, folks. You know, I haven't been doing many pre-recorded videos anymore because it's just easier for me to do these live streams instead of pre-recorded. This way I can explain directly to you guys some of the stuff that I'm showing when it needs an explanation. Okay, so for the new people in the chat, who are watching this, like I said, here or on the replay, understand that my two predictions, which I've been predicting now for almost 5 years or close to 6 years. I'm not sure exactly the amount of years, but I've never changed the dates. I've never changed the prediction. Okay. And let me just show you the prediction real quick. And then I'm going to get to the new information. Okay. So my two predictions are that somehow, there's going to be a spectacular event in Seattle on June 11th. Okay. On June 11th, in Seattle, there's going to be a spectacular event, and somehow it connects to Elvis after it happens. Okay. Then the other prediction is that Trump gets some type of deadly head wound on August 4th in Ohio, and he survives this head wound. Okay. And then he comes back like around 8/8, the date. Okay. They say he's, out of a coma, or he opened his eyes. I don't know. Whatever it is, it is. Okay. So those are my two predictions. Now, let me get back to, so, like I said, I don't have that many more videos to go, folks. I only have maybe like 10 more videos to do, or whatever, something like that. And as they get to the end of my videos, it's, you'll see how amazing the information is, right? At the very end. But anyway, so let me folks, listen. The reason I'm having trouble is because there's so many index cards and stuff I have in front of me. It's all over my you know whatever this I want to call it. It's a dresser, but I have all these cards everywhere, and then I have it spread out everywhere. It's driving me crazy, and I don't know which one to do first. Now I'm getting confused, so I'm just gonna start just getting it out there. And sometimes I'm not even doing it on my backup channels anymore. I'm just giving up, man. I got to get this finished because I'm telling you, folks, it's driving me crazy. I have too much on my mind right now. Okay. Anyway, so let me start just showing the cards, and then if I need to explain something, I will. God bless everybody, and I appreciate everyone being here. Let me hold on one second, folks. I'm setting it up right now. Hold on. Okay. So that Seattle is in Washington State, right? And Seattle's in King County, and Elvis was known as the King. Okay, so supposedly Elvis died at the age of 42. Washington's the 42nd state. Okay, so that's the first connection. Then I told you Elvis is known as the King. Seattle's in King County, right? And so, and I told you Trump and Elvis are connected to all of this. So the year that Elvis died, okay, Elvis died at the age of 42, all right? And that was 1977. He was 42. And then Trump, he turned 42 in 88, okay? And that same year, Obama, because Obama is the third wheel to this charade, okay? And Obama turned 42 in 2003. So there's pay attention, because I'm going to connect it to this year. So in 77, when Elvis died, he was 42. In 1988, Trump was 42. Obama was 42 in 2003. So it's 2-3 with two crowns, okay, right here, because the O's are crowns. So now pay attention. 2023, which connects to the 2-3 right here for Obama, Elvis is 88 years old now. And remember, in 88, Trump was 42. Elvis was 42 and 77. Trump is 77 this year. So you have the 88 connecting to the 42 and the 77 connecting to the 42. You understand? And then, like I said, in 2003, Obama was 42. And this is 23, the year, right? And by the way, the word crown backwards equals 62, because crown equals 73 forward, 62 backwards. But anyway, so that was the connection to the 42 right there. And you know, this year, Elvis turned 88, right? And Trump turned 77. That equals 165. Trump is born on 6/14, the 165th day of the year, right? So there's your connection to this year when they both turn 88 and 77. Okay. And of course, I explained to you, if you've been watching my videos, how important the 8 and the 7 is, which connects to the day Elvis was born, him and the identical twin. Now pay attention. Pay attention, folks. The name Elvis equals 67. His identical twin, Jesse, who supposedly died at birth, if it's spelled like this, like it is on his gravestone, because that's how it's spelled on the gravestone, is 67 also. And 67 is the first number in gematria when written out that equals 162. And the next one would be 76, because it's the same letters. And then you will never see it again. It's the first numbers and the last numbers that equal 162. And the 162nd day of the year is June 11th, the day Seattle gets struck. Okay, so if you went 88 times 77, look at that. It equals 6776. 6,776. 6776. The only two numbers that equal 162. You see that? Please explain to me how this is possible, you know? Okay, before I move on, I just want to make sure you guys understood what I was just showing. Yeah, I'm just reading the chat here. Hold on. Okay, so you guys are getting it, right? Yeah, to the people who were talking, to somebody in the chat who's talking about the Georgia Guidestones, I did 2 videos. Go and watch that 2 videos in order. Watch the other one first, then watch the more latest one second. You got to watch those videos. It's exactly connected to my predictions. Okay. Okay, so you guys understood that, right? I made it perfectly clear, right? Okay, let's move on. So, you know, I told you that 9/11 was all about Elvis and his twin, the identical twin. I'm not going to go through it here. I've shown so many times that connection. So on 9/11, 2001, Elvis was 66 years old, and I told you the word twin equals 66, and the Twin Towers fell that year. But anyway, that year, if you add up their 3 dates of their ages for that year in 2001, Elvis was 61. Elvis was 66, Trump was 55, Obama was 40. And that total is 161. Okay? 161. If you went from the first of the year to 6/11, it's either 161 or 162 days. Okay? For June 11th, from the first of the year. And the reason I was showing that is because you see this right here? I thought this was interesting. The words, the crown jewel. And by the way, you know I live in Jewel City, in Glendale, California. Anyway, it's got the Jew and the EL. EL means God. Anyway, the crown jewel equals 161.62. You see that? And what's important about that is, if you've been watching my videos about the PP, the 16th letter of the alphabet is the P, PP, get it? And Look at those numbers: 1616, then 2223. Because I told you the 22-23 year was the most important year this last 2 years. And I told you from Elvis's birthday on 1/8, if you went forward 1616 days, it lands on June 11th. Okay? So that's why I was showing you that. It's like saying 161, 162, and this year's 2023. Okay? That's for the crown jewel. And by the way, the water years are always 2 or 3, in astrological, that Chinese zodiac, whatever the hell. And look, 23 is the perfect because it's the 2 and the 3. And anyway, I'm not going to get into that. I just was showing that with the astrological stuff. I thought this might, look, this is no big deal. Now I wrote the crown jewels with an S, and it says 1/8 with a crown right there. And this is important, but I'm not going to tell you why right now. But Elvis was born on 1/8, and this is a crown right here. And there's more to this, but I'm not going to show. The reason I was showing you this, the crown jewels, because in horse racing, I told you the sport of kings, because Elvis was known as the King, Seattle's in King County. The Triple Crown is the most prestigious race in horse racing. You have to win 3 straight races: Kentucky Derby, Preakness, and the Belmont Stakes. Seattle Slew won that. He won the Triple Crown, and the name was Seattle Slew. Slew means to kill, destroy. Okay? And notice it's got the ELSW. Seattle, Washington, EL. SW equals 42. S is the 19th letter, W is the 23. 1923. I told you how important that is if you've been watching my videos. ELSW. Okay? And of course, I showed you Seattle, how they have the anagram for Seattle is EL State, STATE, L State, God State. But anyway, so Seattle Slew wins the Triple Crown on June 11th, the day I'm telling you Seattle's going to get struck. He won it in 1977. Seattle Slew, 6/11. And like I said, the dates came naturally to me. I had no idea that he won it on 6/11, Seattle Slew, when I made my predictions. Okay? And it happened in 1977, right? I've shown this before, folks, years ago. I'm just showing you a couple of new things with it. So when I told you that from Seattle Slew, that year that he won the Triple Crown, to the Elvis's death date in the same year, Elvis died the same year Seattle Slew won the Triple Crown. And look how many days in between, 66 or 67. And why is that important, the 66, 67? That's how many days are in between Seattle Slew winning the Triple Crown on 6/11 and Elvis's death date, August 16th. The word twin equals 66. Elvis equals 67. And I told you his twin, Jesse, with a spell with an I, equals 67. If you add that up, it's 133. And if you saw my video about the 133, you know it's important because look, Space Needle equals 133, the total. 89, 44, 133. And Washington was founded 11/11/1889. If you go all the way to 6/11/2023, it's still 133 years. But if you go to 11/11 this year, it would be 134. But on 6/11, when Seattle gets struck, it's still going to be 133 years, Washington, when it was founded. And remember, I told you that it was founded by the 23rd president, and we're in the year 23, Anyway, I was showing you the 66, 67, because that's how many days were in between 6/11 and August 16th, Elvis' death date, from Seattle Slew winning the Triple Crown. Anyway, so from the day when Elvis died at the age of 42, Elvis, he was born on 1/8/1935, to the day Seattle Slew won the Triple Crown. That's how many days it is. 15496. Okay, and what's important about this is 154 is the word the Antichrist. That's how much it equals, 154. And then the 96 is a crown, because the O is the 15th letter of the alphabet. 6 plus 9 is 15. So this means circle, the yin yang thing. Okay, it's a crown. So it's 154 with a crown. That's what that means. It's the Antichrist crown. Okay. And you know what's funny is Priscilla Presley, I mean, not Priscilla, what's her name? Lisa Marie Presley's daughter just died, right? She died at 54, right? Interesting right there. But anyway, the point I'm trying to make is Seattle Slew from Elvis's birthday was 42 years also. And I told you Elvis died at the age of 42, and Washington's a 42nd state. Seattle's in King County. Elvis was known as the king. And by the way, that same equation about the days from Elvis's birthday to 6/11, the day Seattle Slew won the Triple Crown, that amount of days, this is what the percentage is, the devil in the details. That's how many, this is the percentage for this amount of days. 42, 45.48. 45 is how many years Elvis has been dead now. 42 is when he died. Washington's the 42nd state. Trump is the 45th president. Elvis has been dead 45 years, and 48%, 48, the 48th prime number is 223. This year is 2023. You see? It's right there in the numbers for the percentage from Elvis's birthday, the day he was born, to the day Seattle Slew won the Triple Crown. And now, from Seattle Slew winning the Triple Crown that year that Elvis died to 6/11 this year is, look at those days, 16801, and if you add that day, it's 16802. So I didn't add that day. I just put it for that, up to that day. And look, that's Elvis's look. Elvis was born on 1/8. Elvis died on 8/16. There it is right there in the numbers. 8/16, 8/1, you see? And I told you that it's right there in the date. I mean, of his birth date and his death date, the numbers. Elvis turned 88 this year, and 6/11. 6/11 is when Seattle gets struck, and Elvis turned 88. Okay? It's right there in the numbers. Anyway, before I move on, I just want to make sure you guys, any questions here? Oh yeah, collapse equals 133. That's interesting. And what cipher is that? Okay, so you guys understand, all right? So I just wanted to make sure you guys understood what I was showing. Yeah, listen. While Trump and Elvis do look alike in certain things, but they're not the same person. No, Elvis's his fingers were longer than Trump's. I don't think they can, transform their fingers. But I don't know. You know what I mean? But Elvis, they're not the same person. But could he be related to Elvis? Absolutely. Could he be the twin that died? Who knows? Nobody's going to be able to figure that out. Someone's asking me about the year that Jesus might return. I told you that when the beast is revealed, okay? Because I told you the beast out of the sea is Elvis, and has to do with Seattle. Once the beast is revealed, then you know that time is short, folks. So if you ask me, I would tell you that it's anytime after 2026. That's what I would tell you. Just to look, be prepared. Okay, so let's move on. Like I said, you have to have spiritual eyes and ears to see and hear what I'm talking about. Even I'm just saying what I'm about to show here too. Hold on one second. So let's go back to the ages again. Now, the year Elvis died, his age was 42, Trump was 31, and Barack was 16, and that equals 89. And I told you Elvis turns 89 next year, and I told you that next year is very important to the puzzle too. It's basically the last part of the puzzle, because this year, what it does is it happens this year, and then by the time they implement it and get Elvis's name involved in it somehow, or his number of his name or his image, it'll be next year. So that's why it ends with the 8-9. I told you that Elvis was born on the 8th. He needs the 9. Okay, I'm not going to explain it all, but look. So remember, I told you Obama is the third wheel to this charade. Obama was the capstone, okay, to this. Obama was the capstone. So this was in 1977, the year that Elvis died, okay, and the year Seattle Slew won the Triple Crown. Now in 1961, when Barack Obama was born, and I told you Obama's born on August 4th, and that's the day Trump's going to get his head wound, on Obama's birthday. That's why Obama was the president before Trump, because he's connected to all of this. Anyway, in 1961, when Obama was born, okay, look at the ages. Elvis was 26, Trump was 15 years old, and Obama was 0 years old, okay, because he just was born, right? So 26, 15, 0. The word God equals 26, and the O is 15. It's the crown. So it's oh God. I told you, oh God is it's putting a crown on God. And if you add another O right here, it would be the word good, G-O-O-D, right? And I'm just showing you this because that's what this is right here. It's the 15 with a crown. God, 15 crown, because O is the 15th letter. Do you see what I'm saying? Elvis being God, the year Obama's born. Do you get it? Okay. What is this? Why am I showing this? Oh, and that same year that Elvis died, he was 42 years old. Trump was 31. If you take out the Obama age, it's 73, and I told you the 7-3 is the EL number. If you turn the letter 7-3 upside down, it would be EL, the letters. And EL means God in Hebrew, okay? You see what I'm saying here? That's the year he turned 73. I mean, that's the year Elvis died, was 42, and Trump was 31 at the time. And also, remember, I was just showing you that equation with God being 26 and the O being 15. Look, Elvis was born on 1-8. Trump's born 6-14. Obama's born 8-4. Look, 15, 26. Please explain to me what I just showed you. Look, you think it's a coincidence what I just showed? Remember? In 1961, when Obama was born, you see right there, 26, 15, 0. God is 26, O is 15. Okay? And then I just showed you right here. Their birth dates, 1-8, 6-14, 8-4, 15, 26. Do you get it? And the word king equals 41-23. Oh God equals 41-23. This year is the 23rd year. Are you paying attention? Oh God equals 41, reduced is 23. I know you don't understand, but the word king equals 41-23 also. All right. And by the way, my name, Garo, G-A-R-O, equals the word king. Exactly. Same numbers. Anyway, hold on. Let me get my cards together here. Oh, well, let me talk to you guys for a second. All right. I hope you guys are following this. Let's see what you guys are saying here. Yeah, everybody's hopping on my Elvis bandwagon now, you see? I've been talking about this for, 6 years now. Nobody was paying attention. And now they're all, now they're talking about it and nobody's even giving me any credit. But I don't care. Let them do whatever they want. But I'm just saying, 6 years I've been talking about it. And even when there was a time, check this out. Because there was a time when the truth community all of a sudden started talking about Seattle, okay? And I was talking about Seattle before that came out. that where it got spread through the truth community, and they were talking about the dates 3/11, 11/3, and I said no, it's not going to happen on those dates. So stop, spreading this rumor, But anyway, you can't explain that to them because they don't understand that it's you know they were looking at cartoons and getting their information. I was trying to tell you that my information is from the Holy Spirit, folks. The Holy Spirit revealed the players and the dates to me. Okay, if you were with me from the beginning, you know it's from the Holy Spirit. Anyway, uh, the only thing I didn't know was the year that it would happen. Okay, and that's because God wanted me to calculate the number of the beast, and in order to do that, I would have to uh, not know the exact year, but know that who the players are and who the date and the dates, and it's a perfect puzzle, and it's all coming together. Okay. Anyway, so and what the reason I brought it up, what the other truth community was doing, is they never, not one time, did any of those channels say that I was doing these videos about Seattle and connecting it to Elvis. None of them. When it started spreading, you know, and I don't care. But my point was, now they're talking about Elvis now, even, you know. So we'll see it. We'll see how far this goes. Because this Elvis thing is not over, folks. Because you have the Oscars coming up, and Elvis is going to be at the Oscars too, with that stupid Austin Butthead. Um, so remember, I told you that the three players are Elvis, Trump, and Obama. So from Elvis's birthday, okay, you go forward to Trump's birthday, 6/14, it's 157 days or 158 days. If you go from Elvis's birthday backwards to 8/4, which is Obama's birthday, which is the day Trump gets his head wound, it's 157, 158 days. Same amount of time in between their dates. And if you go from Elvis's birthday to 8/4 forward, instead of 8/4 backwards, it's 208 or 209 days. You go from Elvis's birthday backwards to Trump's birthday and not forward like this one, it's 200, 200, 208, 209. It's a perfect circle. Okay? Elvis is the umbilical cord that holds these two together. He is the Antichrist, and this is his crowns. Trump and Obama is his crowns, okay? Anyway, and you remember I told you that Obama was elected in 2008 and 2009, right? He became president. And I just showed you that from Elvis's birthday, if you went forward to his birthday of August 4th, it's 208, 209. It's the 208, 209. And this was 2008, 2009. You know what I mean? Same thing. Okay. And that's the year Elvis turned 73 and 74, which is super important numbers to this puzzle. Okay. 73, 74. I explain how important that is if you've been watching my videos. And look, the word crown equals 73. And I told you that that Trump was 62 when Elvis was 73. Where is that? I just showed it right here. So when Elvis turned 73 in 2008, Trump was 62, you see? Oh, I forgot to explain what this was about real quick. So you see the 47? The 15th prime number equals 47. 15 is the crown, because I told you the letter O is the 15th letter of the alphabet. The 15th prime number is 47. So again, you have the crown number, 7362, and then the 47 is a crown. And why am I showing that? Because see, the word crown equals 73 backwards 62. And I told you that Obama was the 47, the age. The 15th prime number is 47. 15 is the crown. You see how incredible that is? And look, you have even an 88 right here. And I told you God equals 26. The 26 prime number is 101. Forget about that. But in 1972, when Elvis turned 37, that's the EL number. 73 is the EL. You get it? It looks like the letters EL, the number 73, just like 37, EL. And 26 is the word God, and you have the 1-1. Jesus equals 74:11. If you put Jesus into my gematria calculator, it's 7411. So you have 3726, which is the same numbers as the crown, 7362. Are you getting it? 3726, 7362, and when Elvis was 73, Trump was 62. You see what I'm saying? And you see the bottom number 182. Elvis was born on 1/8, and there was two of them. You know what I mean? Yeah, I already mentioned that. Yeah. So, here, this is what I was going to show. So remember, I just showed you this equation that it equals 74, and I told you Jesus equals 7411, and I told you that the Father and Son are L even, the 11. That's why the towers fell. You know what I mean? They look like ones, right? The twin towers, the 1 1. L even, 11. Jesus, 7411. 7 plus 4 is 11. Okay. Just like I said, Jesus equals 7411. Okay. And look, Trump is the 45th president, and Trump was 45 years old in 1991. Pay attention. In 1991, he turned 45. And I told you, shut up, television. Sorry about that, folks. My stupid TV started up because I had it on pause. I'm using it for lighting. Anyway, so Trump's the 45th president. Elvis has been dead for 45 years. And in 1991, when he turned 45 years old, Trump, to the day he's going to get his head wound, is 1174 with a crown. Are you paying attention? Jesus equals 7411. And I just showed you the equation. Where is it? That no, where is it? When Elvis turned 37, you see right here the EL with the word God, and then 1174 right there. Anyway, whatever, you know what I'm trying to show. It's the connection to Jesus, 1174 with a crown, 7411. To the day Trump gets his head wound from his 45th birthday. Did everybody get that? I hope I made that clear, because it was kind of confusing. And to the people saying nice things, God bless you. Appreciate it. Appreciate the kind comments. Oh yeah, someone's asking me about my birthday. I'm not going to tell everybody, but I have the most important birthday of all of them. But I'm not going to tell you what it is. But anyway, let me just get back to this again. Some people in the chat know. There's a few people who know what the heck's going on. I mean, I'm not saying they're commenting, but people who watch my videos, some of them know me. Anyway, I just was showing you this, right? The 1174 with a crown. That's like Jesus's numbers backwards. 7411 is Jesus with a crown, you see? And that's from Trump's 45th birthday. From Trump's 45th birthday. And Elvis has been dead 45 years. Trump was the 45th president. To the day Trump's going to get his head wound this year. I'm just telling you. So look at that number, 1174 with a crown, right? Why am I showing that? Pay attention. Remember I told you that JFK, that he died on 11/22/1963, okay? From the day Washington was founded, 11/11/1889, to the day JFK got his head wound, it's 74 years and 11 days. You see? 74/11, you see? And that translates to 888 months and 11 days. And you know, Elvis turned 88, and 8/11 is the 223rd day of the year. I'm just throwing stuff out, but this is what's important. 74/11, because that's the word Jesus. 74/11. Okay. And here's something really interesting. You better pay attention, because if you don't know my month chart, you're not going to understand this. So, okay, pay attention. Oh man, I'm not going to be able to do this. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I gotta show it to you. You're not going to understand it. Some people are new to let me show you my month chart. That way you can see what I'm talking about. You get ready to freak out if you have a brain in your head. To anybody paying attention, watch what I'm going to show you. Um, Hold on. So I created this month chart. Okay. Let me explain it to you. So January is the first month, right? So if you went forward, Washington would be the 12th. I mean, December is the 12th month, because Washington died that month. That's why I was saying that. So January is the first month. December is the 12th month. And then instead of starting from 1 again, you go to 13. Okay? Because that's the next number after 12, right? So 13. And then you go 12 months later, it'd be 25, then 37, 49, 61, 73. So just ask yourself, what is the chance that Elvis also has the 37 in his month of year, the month, his January month chart, the 37 and the 73 also. You see what I'm saying? The EL number, right? But anyway, that's not why I'm showing you this. I just want you to understand that this is how you count it, okay? So it would be 1, 13. So if November is the 11th month, and it would be the 23rd. So and so this would be so November is 11, right? The month. But if you were asking which number it is, it'd be the first month, second month. I mean, the first time you see November, the second time you see November, the third. You know what I mean? So if you went down all the way to the 74th number in November, okay, this is what you're gonna see. Where is it? Where is it? What the heck did I do here? Where is it? Oh, here it is, right here. So November is right there. You see this number right here? 887. It's in November. And you know which number down that is? Okay, so pay attention what I'm about to show you. Hold on. Hold on, folks. I'm trying to get this ready. So remember, I just showed you that from Washington's founding date, the state of Washington, to JFK's death date is 74 years, 11 days. It's the 1174, okay? Now, and JFK was killed in November, right? Supposedly, all right? So if you went from the first month right here, okay? It's the 11th month, right? In November. If you went down to the 74th month, okay? So remember, it has the 11, then you go all the way to the 74, because I told you Jesus equals 74/11. It's 887, the 74th number in November. And Jesus equals 74/11. You see, and I just showed you that from Washington founding date to the day JFK was killed was 74/11. Okay? And if you wrote Seattle, Manhattan into the calculator, it would be 174. 174 or 1174, which is what I just showed you. 887. You see the 887 number? You know why it's so important? Because 887 is the Antichrist. See, JFK, who got the head wound, okay, people are thinking that JFK is coming back. No, okay? I'm trying to explain to you, it's Elvis. Okay, but JFK is the, he was the ritual for it. Okay, and JFK's side profile could kind of look like Elvis too. Kind of. Anyway, so the 154th prime was 1887. You know what I mean? Which was what I just showed you with this. 887 connection. Look, folks, this is like, you understand? This is like trying to, for the people who are new. Okay, this is like trying to teach. I mean, trying to explain the unexplainable. You know what I mean? Do you understand how difficult it is to make people understand something like this? Like that's why. You know, I'm just saying. I can't imagine. Someone else doing this and not going crazy. You know what I mean? Because it drives you crazy trying to do this. I was doing this for like 17 hours a day sometimes. When I first was starting. You know, now I'm still doing the same amount of hours, a day, trying to bring this stuff to fruition. I wish you guys knew how much I do this stuff. It's crazy. Um, anyway, so let me go to the next thing here. So June 11th, it's backwards date. Okay, pay attention. June 11th's backwards date is July 22nd. You notice it's the 11/22 again. That's JFK's death date. See what I'm saying? All right. And in between June 11th and July 22nd is 41 or 42 days. And I told you Elvis died at the age of 42, and Washington's a 42nd state. So June 11th's backwards date is July 22nd because 162 days would remain 203 days in the year. The 162nd day of the year, 203 makes 365. That's why July 22nd is backwards date. Anyway, so you have the 11/22 right there, and you have 6/7. Elvis equals 67. 6 month, July is 7 months, 67. Elvis equals 67, and 67 is the first number in gematria that equals 162. 162nd day of the year is June 11th. Okay, now, so these two dates, if you were to take their prime numbers, what is this? Why am I showing this? In the actual numbers, because the June 11th is the 162nd day of the year, July 22nd was its backwards date, was the 203rd day of the year. Look at the numbers. 162, right, is June 11th. You have the 2, 0, and 3, which you can say is you have the 2023, that would be 2023, and you have 216, 216. So it's got the perfect prediction for this year in the date, hold on, in its backwards date of June 11th is July 22nd. It's 162203. Get it? 162203. And that's exactly what this is. 162223, 223, 216, 216, 162. Okay. And anyway, let me again. So this was the 2 days now. And I told you there is 41 or 42 days in between. And that equals 83. The 23rd prime number, which is the 23rd year this year, is 83. So that's another connection. Okay. I was going to tell you about the prime numbers, but I'll show it to you later. Elvis dies at the age of 42. Washington was the 42nd state. George Washington, his original birthday, before he changed it to 222. So it's 11/22 again, because his new birthday is 222. I forgot to write it. So his original birthday was 2/11, which is the 42nd day of the year. Okay. So another 11/22 because it got changed to 222. Okay. And You know, I told you this year is 2023. The 42nd prime number equals 181. And if you add the 42 to the 181, you get 223. You see what I'm saying? And I told you that Elvis, you know, he was born on 1/8, so it's perfect right there. You know. Anyway, 223 this year. And you remember I told you that Bill Clinton, he's the 42nd president, right? The 42nd president. And Elvis died at the age of 42, and Washington's the 42nd state, okay? From Elvis's birthday, the day he was born, the exact day to the exact day Bill Clinton, the 42nd president, was born, is 4,242 days. 42, 42. And he was the 42nd president. And Elvis died at age 42, and Washington's the 42nd state. Please explain that to me, folks. How is this possible that the 42nd president is 42 days from Elvis's birthday, the day he's born? Okay? If you think these are coincidences, you're just dumb. Okay? You're just dumb. And the reason I was telling you earlier about, there was a number that I showed you earlier that had a 198. This is one of the reasons right here. Because you know the 8th prime number equals 19. So if you were to switch the dates and put the 19 here and the 8 over here, it would be 19.8. It would be the 198. I don't want to get into why that's important here, but I was just, the 8th prime number equals 19. It all connects, folks. Let me just look at what you guys are saying before I end this video. I appreciate your comments, folks. God bless everybody. And, you know, it's good that you guys are putting the comments, you know, putting information that I've shown before. And this way, if people don't know, it's good that you're putting it out there. Okay. Now, this is going to be the last thing I show you. And I don't even know what it is, but whatever it is, it is. Because I didn't go through what I have here. So let's see what it is. This is the last bit of cards. Okay. So remember, I told you that the devil is always in the details, folks. So from the first of the year to Elvis's birthday, the day he's born. Yeah. I'm reading somebody's comments. Yeah. Elvis is the king of the PP. That's right. The 1616. Anyway, from the first of the year to January 8th is either 7 or 8 days. Okay. If you count that day, it's 7. I mean, if you don't count that day on the calculator, it's 7 days. If you count that day, it would be 8 days, right? So the percentage is 1.92 or 219. Okay. And the reason I want you to pay attention is the 219, because if you add that day, which is the 8th day of the year, right? 1/8, the day the identical twins were born. It was 2.19% for 8 days. 8 days is 2.19 of 1 year. Anyway, so why am I showing you that? Because I just got finished showing you that the 8th prime number is 19 and the first prime number is 2. And I just showed you that on the 8th day, the percentage is 2.19%. If you tried that with other stuff, it doesn't work, folks. Okay? Go try that and see if it works for any other thing. The first prime number is 2. The 8th prime number is 19. That's when he's born, the identical twin. Okay? I mean, that's when Elvis and his identical twin were born, 1/8. And the percentage was 2.19%, and it's the first prime number is 2, and the 8th prime number is 19. It's perfect. Okay, now, you remember I was showing you this? This is what I'm getting to now about the So remember, I told you June 11th's backwards date is July 22nd, 162nd day, and the 203rd day. That's its backwards date, okay? And so pay attention to the 162 and the 203. And I already talked about it a while ago. So if you went to the prime numbers, for 162 and 203, the 162nd prime number is 953. The 203rd prime number is 1237. You add that up, 219 with a crown. 219 with a crown? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. What the? Do you understand what I'm showing you? I just showed you that Elvis's birthday, the prime numbers was 1 and 8, is 219. And on the 8th day is 219%. Okay? Do you understand what I'm showing you? Come on, folks. I'm trying to show you who this guy is, okay? And the 162, 203, June 11th, July 22nd, backwards date. If you take the prime numbers, it's 219 with a crown, okay? 219 with a crown. You can't make this up, man. Okay? Now, let's see what I was going to show here. Let's see what this is. Like I said, folks, I don't even know what I have here. So from the first of the year to 611, if you don't add that day, pay attention. From the first of the year to 611 on the calculator, it would be 161 if you don't add the day. If you add that day, it's 162 because June 11th is the 162nd day of the year. Now on leap year, it's 162, 163, okay? The days. Now, why am I showing this? I don't even know. Let's see. Let's see what the next thing is. Oh, I know why. Here it is. So, because the prime numbers for 161 and 162, look at this. It's 1900, 19 with 2 crowns. I told you Elvis needs the 9 because he was born on 1/8. He needs the 1/9. He got the double crown. But look right here. This is what I want you to see. First of all, let's go to this one first, 162nd and 163rd, because this is the leap year amount from the first of the year to June 11th, is 2245. You have the 45. Elvis has been dead 45 years. And 23, this is the 23 year. 22, I told you, is super important. 161 days from the first of the year. 162 is the actual day, June 11th. But on the calculator, it's 161 or 162 if you know how to, if you use it. I mean, if you know the calculator. But look, it's the 22-23 connection. 222 or 223, the year. Okay? It's right there, folks. Right? It's all in the puzzle right here. What I'm showing you, the dates and everything. Okay? And I told you that the year 22 and 23, is the water year. And the reason I was bringing that up earlier, because Elvis equals water. Elvis equals reset in gematria. Elvis, exact same numbers as water, and it's water years. Any numbers that end with 2 or 3 is a water year. And look, it's 2, 3, or, ends with a 2. And the 22nd prime number is 79. The 23rd prime number is 83. And it equals 162. June 11th is the 162nd day of the year. Elvis has been dead 45 years. Trump is the 45th president. Are you guys paying attention, man? Look, 162 is June 11th, the 162nd day of the year. Okay. And speaking of the 219, pay attention. From Elvis's birthday, from the first of the year to Elvis's birthday, the 8 days is equivalent to 2.19%, right? So if you look at the numbers, it's 8219. 8219. The reason I'm showing this, it's not 82.19%. I just put it all together. 8219. Okay, is the numbers. That is the number of Seattle. Seattle equals 8219. 8219. Elvis was born on the 8th, 2.19%. Okay? Do you understand what I'm showing you? That's it right there. Elvis is born on the 8th day. It's 2.19%. Okay. And and the and from Elvis's birthday to 611 is 1982 days. It's the backwards 8219. And then from Elvis's death day, 816, to the next time 611 comes around, it's 300 days, which is 42 weeks and 6 days, or 82.19%. Look. From Elvis's death date to the next time 611 comes around, it's 82.19%, right there in your face. Do you see it? 82.19%. Seattle equals 8219. And I told you Elvis is born on the 8th day. The 8th day is 2.19%. 8219. You see what I'm saying? Seattle 8219. And from Elvis's death date to 611 is 82.19%. Okay? Like I said, you can't everything I'm showing you is it's like I said, I'm not saying it's perfect, but it's almost perfect. And remember, I told you that Elvis took the needle. He was the first famous person to take an injection on live television. And he did it on Bill Gates' first birthday. And Bill Gates was born in Seattle. And from the first of the year to 1028, Bill Gates' birthday, the day Elvis took the needle on live television, he took the polio injection. It's 82.19%. If up to that day. If you add that day, it's 301 days. But if you go up to that day, it's 82.19%. And then from 10-8 to 8-4, it's 82.19. And the only reason I showed this, because I told you Trump gets his head wound on 8-4, but I was showing you this because it kind of looks like Elvis's birthday. Elvis was born actually on 1-8, but it would be 1 and then /08, but this is 10-8. I was just showing you how it's even connected to kind of that looks like Elvis's birthday. That's all. Anyway, folks, that's it. Hold on. Yeah, so someone's saying that there was some kind of event in Florida at something called Ellis Park. I didn't hear about that. I don't want to say the words because I don't want to get the algorithms to pick that up. Anyway, God bless all of you. I'm going to end the video. I don't want, because my throat, I don't want to hurt. It's already hurting, folks, because I've been talking a lot in my live streams. I've been doing 2-hour live streams all the time too. I'm not giving my my throat a break here. So yeah, Ellis sounds like Elvis. Exactly. That's why. Look, folks. Look, someone's bringing up Ellis Park, I think, right now, right? Or Ellis. What was it again? You were saying? Yeah, Ellis Park. And the reason that's important is because not just because it sounds like Elvis, but who plays Lucifer? Who is the guy who plays Lucifer? His name is Tom Ellis, the guy who plays Lucifer on the show Lucifer. And he has kind of that Elvis vibe, but anyway, his name's Tom Ellis. Sounds like Elvis. Okay. And that Elvira, she has that Elvis name, and she dresses like a vampire, and Elvis looks like a vampire. You know what I mean? If you ever seen some of his old images, man, the dude looks like a vampire. Anyway. Yeah, and the word Tom means twin. That's right, Thomas. And that's why Tom Hanks, he's involved in this Seattle stuff and in the Elvis stuff, in the movie. And he was filming a movie when he got the sickness. He was the first famous person to get the 19. I told you Elvis needs the Corona 19. He needs the crown. Corona means crown. He needs the 19. I've been trying to explain this to you guys. Okay, you guys are not going to understand it, but In, hopefully in the future I'll bring it up again. Anyway, God bless everybody. And by the way, this Tom Hanks, he always is involved in some type of Elvis shenanigans. Like I said, that's why he did that movie Sleepless in Seattle. And every movie he has some kind of Elvis connection. And like I said, he was filming the Elvis movie when he got the sickness, the 19 sickness. He was the first famous person. And Seattle was the first place that the 19 sickness came to America, was Seattle. I did the video that day when it came out. And the first clinical trials were in Seattle for the injection. And the first death was in King County in Seattle. Okay. Yeah, Tom Hanks has a few movies coming out too that are interesting. The names. I think one of them is, besides the auto, which has the kind of the Ohio vibe, because Trump's going to get his head wound in Ohio. But it also, he has another movie I think called Asteroid City or something. So we'll see what that's all about. Anyway, folks, for the people who got in late, make sure you watch from the beginning. You have to watch the whole video to understand everything I showed here. All right. Take care, folks. God bless everybody. And yeah, for the people who don't know, yeah, some people are writing the name Atta, ATTA. That has to do with the 9/11 attacks, which I explained why it was so important. You know what? Let me see if I can show it right now, real quick here. I'm trying to think. Do I have it here somewhere? Let me see if I can. Let me just see if I can get this out real quick. Oops. So the pilot who supposedly crashed the first plane into the supposed plane into the towers was a guy named Mohammed Atta. Okay, but this is what it looks like my writing when I don't write. I always have to rewrite my cards, and that's why it gets more clear when I rewrite stuff. But this is when I'm not ready to show it. So Atta was his name, the supposed first pilot, and it happened in Manhattan, Manhatta, Atta again in Manhattan. Seattle has the ATT, but it's missing the A. It was called the 9/11 attacks, ATTA. By the way, CKS in attacks equals 33. American Airlines was the planes, and it hit the Twin Towers. AATT, ATTA. You see what I'm saying? It's the ATA in the American Airlines and the Twin Towers. ATTA. ATA, 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 ATA. Now Seattle, it's missing one A. It's only got the ATT. Where is the ATT? I mean, where's the other A? The other A is the Space Needle, because the Space Needle it's a big A with a crown. So it's the ATA with a crown. See now, you see? 9/11, 6/11. And 9 and 6 is the crown, I told you, remember? 6/9, and Washington was founded on 11/11 with a crown. 9 and 6 is a crown. Do you get it? Because the 69 is the circle, the crown. 9 plus 6 is 15. 15th letter of the alphabet is the O, right? Are you guys getting that? I got to end the video, folks. Yeah. Yeah. And basically, look, folks, I'm not going to get into it here, but, someone, brought that to my attention, that it's an A and an O, right? Alpha, Omega, A, O. Because Jesus is the Alpha and the Omega, but they're trying to, you understand? They're trying to break into heaven, folks, in through the back door. Okay, whatever this back door is, you know. And anyway, uh, so that's what's going on here. Oh, and by the way, the word towers. See, this is scribbled, but the word towers, uh, it equals the same as the word O twins. Because I told you there was two of them that were born that day. Look what it equals: 100. Uh, what one of these? I can't remember. It's 100 and then 62. So 162, and then the total is 162, right? Uh, this is just scribble. Here it is. Hold on, let me get a better version of it. I think this is a better version. Let me see. Uh, yeah, towers or O twins. One of them is this number. That's all I'm saying. They both equal the same, or backwards. One of those. Okay. What the hell am I? You know, I give up. I shouldn't have shown that because I don't remember now which one's which, but I know that they equal the same. The O twins and the towers. I can't remember if it's backwards or the same, but it's the same numbers. Anyway, why am I getting lost here? There was, man, anyway, you guys are, see, somebody says something and I start going there and I start showing stuff I shouldn't be showing in this video. Anyway, God bless everybody. Just disregard that last few minutes, even though it's correct. I just don't know exactly what it is. But you know what? Since I have to be exact, I can't help it. Sometimes I act like I'm a perfectionist, but I'm not. But I'm gonna show it anyway. Now I have to show it. I got to know what it is before I lose it. So O twins equals the same as yeah. So I've shown this many times. That's why I know it's right. I just want to make sure you guys who are new see it. So yeah, so here it is. So the word towers, on my calculator, like I said, I created this calculator. Towers equals 100 on the top, 62 backwards. It's the 162 right there in the number 162. And June 11th is the 162nd day of the year and 163 on the leap year. And towers equals the exact same as the word O twins. The O is a crown. Twins, 162, same numbers. Okay? That's all I wanted to show. All right, folks. God bless everybody, and thanks for. I appreciate the kind words. God bless everybody. Jesus is God. End of video. Make sure you watch the whole video from the beginning if you got in late. End of video. Jesus is God.